Dude, remember when all work and no play made Jack a dull boy? Oh man, dude, The Shining, that typewriter scene is probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. That sequence, just from start to finish, is just insane.
It's incredible. It's the turning point of the entire movie, man, where everything's building up. You see the transition Jack Torrance is going through, and you get to the point where Wendy finally realizes something is snapped off, dude. Like, all of her suspicions and the weirdness going around just comes to fruition, and the shit hits the fan. Like,
yeah, dude. And that score is crazy. It's so good, and it totally sets the tone for the entire sequence.
Dude,
like,
totally.
Facial expressions and the score are so menacing, they're terrifying, and it just drives this uncomfortable feeling you have the entire time.
Yeah, 100%, man. And Shelley Duvall plays Wendy so well in that movie, where she's such a vulnerable mother, and she has to portray this strong character out of nowhere. The whole time, she's the vulnerable female, dude, kind of the damsel in distress role, and she has to do whatever she can in this moment to protect her son. Like, she realizes this is a life and death situation at this point. My husband is totally gone right now, and there's no option. And even when she's sitting there swinging the bat back and forth, you know it's not going to do anything, but she has to just throw it all out there. She's throwing a Hail Mary up right there.
Yeah, exactly. And that leads basically, to the climax of the film, right? She's chased up the stairs, she knocks Jack out and put him in the freezer, and that's kind of where he descends really further into madness, which leads up to the final scene of the movie. It's just so awesome.
Yeah, dude. I love too with Jack Nicholson in this, because he's one of those actors, man, that can totally transcend his character. You go and see all of his other roles, like As Good as It Gets and stuff, Anger Management, and it's just like he kills it in those roles. But when you go back and watch The Shining, there's never a moment in that movie where I'm just like, oh yeah, that's the goofy guy from this or whatever. Like, he embodies that role so well that even though his entire acting career and all the different things he has done, that role stands on its own, and there is no distraction to what that man is doing on that screen. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it totally captivates you the whole time. I mean, he has this thing about him where he can just suck you in. And you look at Jack Nicholson's eyes during that entire sequence, and it drives the fear and the menacing complex that he's experiencing right now. And I think he just does this incredible job. Just even his eyes, his hair, his body, posture, and his body language, it all basically drives home that idea that this guy has just completely gone off the rails.
Yeah.
And you're about to see this massacre unfold on camera. Like, you're ready for it. And just one thing, I always go back to it, dude, when I see this typewriter stuff, and Shelley Duvall's fumbling through the pages, I just think to myself, I know like Stanley Kubrick has this bad rap for being an asshole, but like I really feel bad for the intern who had to type all those pages over and over and over again.
Oh my gosh, dude, seriously,
it's
bro.
It's so funny. But dude, like, I want to go back to the sequence where he's walking up the stairs and Shelley Duvall's swinging the bat at him, right? Because,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Dude, he says one of the greatest lines of dialogue ever in any horror movie, dude. And I know you know what I'm talking about, so I just want you to give it to me. Give it to me right now.
I'll give it. I'll give it. I'll pull my Jack Nicholson, dude. There's that great moment where he's gearing up, dude, for the end. They're like the whole sequence in the bathroom, man. It's a great behind the scenes shot. We're sitting there just get it into character and everything, dude. So I'm like, get ready for this here. But dude, so good, man. He's just walking up and she's like, Wendy, darling, light of my life, I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. Dude, you alright? Herbie, you alright, dude? Okay.
Here's Johnny!